Welcome to No Cover Comics.
Superman number 307, January 1977. Story by Jerry Conway. Art by Jose Luis Garcia-Lopez and Frank Springer. Krypton No More.
The place is a vinyl chloride plant 15 miles north of Metropolis. The protagonist is the Kryptonian named Superman, and the scene is chaos.
This entire plant must be destroyed, even if I have to tear it apart, brick by brick.
Over my dead body, Superman.
He comes flashing out of the noonday sun, this stranger in the glowing costume, and when he strikes the startled Man of Steel, it's with the force of a contained atom bomb, an impact great enough to send Superman flying.
I don't know why you want to demolish this place, Supes, and I don't care. I only know I'm gonna stop you, even if it kills me. You recover fast, hero, I'll give you that. Hitting anyone with a chuck of pipe like that would knock him out cold. But not me. Not when I've got a few tricks up my sleeve, like this.
What? Changing your body into diamond?
I know you're wondering how I can do that, Superman, so I'll tell you. It's because I'm a mutant with the ability to change my molecular structure at will. For your information, I've got a special interest in the survival of polluting industries like this one, which is why you can call me the Protector. Nobody touches a place like this without answering to me. Not even you, Superman. Especially not even you.
Without warning, the light lance darts out, blasting the distracted Kryptonian, catching him off balance, and throwing him earthward with a crashing.
Oh brother, the way he came down. Hey Superman, you okay?
Fine, Mr. Slotvik. A little surprised, but generally, just fine.
I feel like this is all my fault. You coming here, that guy attacking you, his getting away.
The Protector. He's gone?
Afraid so.
I've made some mess of this, haven't I, friend? I came here to help, and instead...
You're not to blame, Superman. After all, it was me who...
Let's not argue, Milton. Frankly, I'm a little tired.
As he speaks, Superman's mind slips backward in time to the evening before, at the Galaxy Communications Building, when Clark Kent received a visitor soon after the 6 o'clock news. A visitor with a rather intriguing story.
Like I tell ya, Mr. Kent, the company knows that this vinyl chloride we work with may cause cancer. It knows that some of the guys are dying because they work with the stuff. Yet they don't do nothing. No safety standards, no special benefits. Nothing.
And you want me to report on this, Mr. Slotvik?
I don't know what I want, Mr. Kent. It just seems to me that those guys who are dying should have had a chance. A chance to know what they were getting into. A chance they never had.
Why don't I send a neutral party over to look around? Someone like Superman.
That's great, Mr. Kent. Thanks a million.
Shouldn't be too hard to send Superman since I'm... hello Terry.
Oh, Mr. Kent.
And hello Lois.
I was going to cook beef bourguignon for you tonight, Clark. But I see you're already busy.
You know, I think you're simply fabulous, Mr. Kent. And remember, you promised me dinner.
That's right, Clarky Poo. You promised the girlie dinner. So, give it to her.
Lois, forget it.
Come on, Mr. Kent, let's eat. Yum yum yum.
Miss Cross, why are you doing this to me? What could a young girl like you possibly see?
In a groovy guy like you? I see one hunk of a man, Mr. Kent. I may be a TV star groupie, but I've got taste.
Do you? You call me a man, but I'm really a native of a planet called Krypton, and much as I like you, we can never be anything to each other. Any more than Lois and I. I'm an alien, an outcast, a loner. And that's the way it must remain.
Mr. Kent? Clark? He's walking away, as though I'm not even here. And judging by his expression, I guess I'm not.
That was yesterday. After a night without sleep, a very disturbed Man of Steel flew north to the sprawling metrochemical plant.
Superman, what a pleasant surprise. I'm Morton Kalmbach, president of Metrochemical. Anything I can do for you?
Yes. If it's possible, I'd like a tour.
Of course. We're proud of our operation, even if we have gotten bad press lately. Metrochemical clears $10 million a year, and after all, that's the bottom line.
There's such a thing as acceptable risk, and if a few workers get sick, well, that's why they buy insurance.
Fred's right. We make plastic here, Superman. Plastic's necessary for the economy.
Wait, you admit there's a danger to your workers?
A socially acceptable danger, Superman. We're in business, and
Hold it. Men are dying Kalmbach, getting cancer from working in your vats. And you say that risk is acceptable? No. People like you are destroying this planet, killing its people, ruining its future, and for what? Profit, greed, and some sick illusion called progress. It's going to end Kalmbach, and it's going to end right now.
So it began, with an attack born of fury. At last the memory dissolves, and after bidding a bewildered Milton Slotvik farewell, the man of steel streaks off, to find himself a lonely, wind-swept mountain in the American Rockies, where he can sit in peace and brood.
So many questions, not only concerning the Protector, whoever he was and wherever he came from, but also myself. Seeing that factory, thinking about those dying men, I couldn't help but remember Krypton. Krypton, lost Krypton. The homeworld I can never truly recall. All I have are dim memories and scenes viewed through time travel. I can never know the grandeur of that world my parents called home. I can never know Krypton, because Krypton was destroyed. My parents saved me, sending me to Earth in a rocket, but my planet died. Totally and completely, Krypton died, and now Earth is dying also. I'm an orphan, perhaps the most total orphan the world has ever known. The orphan son of an entire world. If Earth succumbs to pollution, to the destructive impulses of 1,000 petty men, I'll be orphaned twice, and that's something I just couldn't stand. Hear me, world. I won't let you commit planetary suicide. I swear I won't let you die. I swear it.
45 seconds later, on the bridge of the supertanker, several pairs of eyes swing skyward in amazement, and several mouths open to cry out in surprise as a rocketing red and blue form darts across the deck, gathering sailors like toys.
Pardon me for being brusque, guys, but I've got a small problem to attend to. And frankly, you were all in the way. In the past 2 years, there have been 3 major accidents with these so-called supertankers, giant ships designed solely to transport millions of gallons of oil. Without the slightest regard for planetary safety, a major spill from a ship like this, and marine life suffers badly. Enough spills, and an entire ocean can die. No more. I'm going to throw this baby into orbit, and then come back for all the others. And when I'm done with that, incredible blast of cold, freezing me, cold blast, turning me into a superconductor. Never felt anything like it, even in outer space. I'm losing my grip, dropping the ship. A quick dose of heat vision will melt the ice, but I've a feeling my troubles aren't over, and neither is the battle. Coming toward me out of the sun, the Protector. He's mad all right, but so am I.
I warned you, Superman. I told you to leave the polluting industries alone. But no, you wouldn't listen. You set yourself up as judge, jury, and executioner. And to that, the Protector says no.
You're strong, Protector. So strong you knocked us both right out of the sky. But now, underwater, the odds are all mine.
I wouldn't be so smug, Kryptonian. I told you before that I could alter my molecules at will.
Speaking telepathically and bursting into flames. Gotta give this Protector credit. He's tricky. Too bad I can't be burned. Now that I've defeated him, maybe I'll find out who he is and why he... Great Krypton. He's flipped over and is searing a tunnel right through the ocean floor, escaping. I could follow him, but why bother? He's not the menace. That supertanker is, and the sooner it's destroyed, the better.
See geysering behind him, the man of tomorrow shoots skyward, unaware of the red and blue figure watching him, until...
And just where do you think you're going, cousin?
Supergirl, glad you're here. You can help me. This ship is a danger to all mankind, so we have to...
Wrong. We aren't doing anything. We have no right to interfere.
Kara, do you want Earth to end like Krypton, in ruins?
I thought we'd come to this someday. Well, now that we have, I've got to tell you, Superman. There is no planet Krypton. Moreover, Clark, there never was.
Stunned silence follows, and 10 minutes later, in the Arctic, the Man of Steel is still silent, following the lecturing Supergirl like a man entranced.
Here it is, Superman. Your fortress of solitude. It was when you first built this place that the trouble really began.
The trouble?
Yes, your delusion about this supposed planet Krypton, the world you like to call home. You've made this fortress into a monument to its memory, and to the memory of your parents, Jor-El and Lara. Clark, it's time for that delusion to end.
Kara, no. What are you doing?
Trying to wake you from a nightmare, Clark. For years, you've pretended there was once a place called Krypton, but that isn't true.
You must be mad. What about the bottled city of Kandor? It was reduced in size and stolen from Krypton before the explosion. So how do you explain it, if Krypton didn't exist?
Look for yourself, cousin. Those buildings are plastic models, the sort of thing any child can buy in a toy store. And as for the people...
Dolls?
Face it, Clark, you've been ill. You created the whole Krypton fantasy to escape the reality of your life. A reality you couldn't face.
What are you talking about? You're not making any sense.
I'm talking about your true origin, Clark. How you and I both received our powers. Not by coming to Earth from another world, as you've always tried to make yourself believe. Your father and my father were both scientists working in an atomic lab. They received incredible doses of radiation, as these pictures clearly show.
My foster father Jonathan Kent and your foster father Fred Danvers, working in a laboratory? But Jonathan Kent was a farmer and storekeeper.
So you say, Clark, but the truth you've always refused to face is this. Jonathan and Martha Kent were your real parents.
No.
And you're a human mutant, just like me.
His mind reeling, confused and staggered, Superman hasn't the chance to reply. For at that instant, as though to punctuate the Maid of Might's dramatic announcement, there's a sudden ear-shattering.
What now?
Is it possible you've forgotten me, Superman? What a shame, for as you can see, I haven't forgotten you. I followed you to finish a fight. Shall we begin?
In a way, I feel sorry for you, Protector. You picked the wrong moment to challenge me. I'm bewildered and I'm mad, and I'm just aching to work off steam. Unfortunately, I'm going to work that steam off on you.
Not so long as I can change the molecular density of my body, Superman. Now you can't touch me, or harm me. But I can harm you. I owe my powers to the pollution around us, Man of Steel. From the chemicals in the air, the bacteria in the water. The pollution feeds my peculiar metabolism, giving me abilities no other human has ever known. Threaten pollution, and you threaten me.
Then consider yourself threatened, Protector, with a blast of superheated air.
Nice try, Superman, but I've made my body super dense, and your air blast just rebounds, smashing you for a loop.
Don't look at me, cousin, it's your fight.
She's testing me, trying to see if I can function after all these revelations. Well, I can. And the first thing I'm going to try is my X-ray vision, to find out how the Protector's body works. Every time he's about to make a molecular change, his heart glows, like a miniature nuclear reactor. By following the pattern, I may be able to anticipate a change and act.
Hitting me with X-rays, Superman? Hoping to disturb my radioactive balance?
You could say that, Protector.
Then I've got a surprise for you, fool. What good are X-rays against nitrous oxide, a common gas? I can switch structures faster than you can. Heat vision? But how did you know? How could...
Slowly, the dust settles, and when the smoke parts...
You watched his heart and guessed his change. Raising his gaseous heat, you exploded him, temporarily at least. How do you feel?
Tired. Not physically, but emotionally. If what you've told me is true, I've been a little crazy. But it also means something else. I'm not an orphan anymore. I'm not a man without a planet. But Linda, do I really have a home? Or is this just another delusion? The nightmare isn't over. It's just beginning.
Can it be true? Is Krypton only a delusion? Watch for more startling revelations in next issue's This Planet Is Mine. Thanks for watching. Please comment, like and subscribe.